We are live.
We are live.
Wait, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Hey,
Yay!
welcome to the StoryForge podcast, the #1 podcast of its kind in the world, the only place where two best-selling authors and storytellers create and weave a tale out of the blue with just what's on the top of their heads. I am Gabriel Rathweg, and this is
Dominique Mondesir.
the hosts of the StoryForge podcast. Now, now I've lost my train of thought. So, what is gonna go on? So, Dom,
what is
Dom,
before we jump in? How are you doing today?
I am doing excellent, sir. I'm doing excellent. I am
What
excited
have
for
you
this
been up to?
podcast.
What have you finished the book yet? Are you still writing the book for Athon?
Actually, funny you ask. I am almost done with the book for Athon. Thank you for the segue. I just wrote, I don't know, 2,000 words, and maybe I have 2,000 more words to go, and it'll be finished. Just working on the ending, and that fills my requirement. What is it? Not requirement. My contract with Athon.
Contract. Yep.
Exciting, man. It's been going on 2 years.
Yeah. We met them in Vegas in 2023, November.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what? 3 more months. It'll be 2 years.
2 years. Yeah.
I'm supposed to have it done in a year.
Well,
I wrote that first book in like a month and a half.
yeah.
The second book took me over a year. I did move from Germany back to here. Let me put this. I'm gonna put this in the background and have some music for us. Some of this in a minute.
But you did move country. That does knock the momentum somewhat. But how fast have you done the third one? It looks like you've done it in lightning speed.
Bro, it's been crazy. I knocked out 75,000 words in a month.
Wow.
Just a month. Yeah,
wow.
the first 25 took me a month and a half. So it's kind of crazy. This since we started the podcast, now I'm streaming when I write, and I know I've been suggesting it to you. And the accountability is just awesome, man. Like you sit there, you have people watching you. Maybe it's 1, 2, 3 people, but they're watching you.
And
I need some background noise for us. I like this. Can you hear that?
You're just perfect. And it just keeps you accountable. Yeah, just nothing makes anyone work faster than someone looking over your shoulder for a whip. So
well, and like working from home, like the only person to keep you accountable is yourself.
Is you. Yeah.
I mean, your wife or partner or whoever else it is, but like if it's not you, nobody's gonna make you feel
it. It's no one. I know. I think that's a big thing in the creative endeavor. That's why a lot of folks who want to write or want to do art or anything, you just got to sit in your ass in a chair and just put the time in. There's no secret sauce to it.
Yeah, I love the romantic ideal of. For me, I wanted to be Kerouac. I want to be Hemingway. I want to be Jack London. I wanted to, travel Hunter S. Thompson, get messed up, drink, party, adventure, write crazy things, and just sit down in a night and put out a novel like they tell you in the stories and the movies and stuff. And it's like, that's not how it works. It's just not how it works.
I don't know how it works at all.
They're like
sitting. Yeah, it's writing every day. It's writing every day. It's just
It's sitting or standing. In my case, I'm standing, but your case, you're sitting and you're very effeminate nighttime wear.
I will be wearing this, rocking this beautiful kimono, ladies and gentlemen, from now on when I'm streaming writing my next book and when I'm doing the podcast. This is the official kimono wear. I love it.
I don't believe in cultural appropriation, so I'm glad you're wearing it, sir. I'm glad.
I don't know.
Should we call you Yasuke, the African samurai? Oh, you remember that? Jeez. Wow, God.
But yeah, I'm happy that you nearly finished the book. It's it's crazy. I'm about to start my book 3, maybe tomorrow or Tuesday, and I'm gonna stream that anytime I write until I finish, which is going to be a really weird experience. I'm not used to people watching behind my back.
It is
Or
weird.
people
It is
watching,
very weird.
or watching what I write. Because I'm dyslexic. I don't know if you know, guys. On my best day, I can't spell banana or tomorrow. So that's going to be interesting to see. But
I
yeah,
can't spell. I can't spell banana either. What did you say?
banana,
Banana, banana,
banana.
banana.
But
banana.
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. But yeah, should we jump in?
Yeah, man, I think so. Just kudos on you finishing your book. I know it was like 100 million words long, and it took you a while to
So
get through. So I'm
each of
excited,
the
man.
books, yeah, each of the books for April one was 199, other one was about 200k, just over 200k. So yeah, book 3 is going to be, if I can get it under 210, I'll be happy. It's going to be a big clunker.
Bro, anybody, if you wanna, man, if you wanna read a book, read Dom's. He's got like one of his books is 3 of mine.
Yeah, and it's good forward. I do, yeah. And also for audible listeners, you get a nice chunky listen. But anyway, enough of the ramble. I'm itching to get back into the story, and I'm guessing loads of you are as well. So recap.
Yes. Last time on the StoryForge
Last time,
podcast, episode 3, our heroes, Ryan Sinclair and John Johnnington,
aka Sam
Johnson
the Man.
Johnnington, Johnny, aka Sam the Man, had traveled to another world and developed a few magical powers, if I'm correct. Let's see, Ryan Sinclair, the aging prize fighter, turned 19-year-old. He magically regenerating hero.
Mm-hmm.
And John Johnston, Sam the Man, the singing and dancing magic wielder. And then what happened? So they were in an underground fight, and
so the underground fight, and then we make our way to a magical world, which is, think of any fantasy world in existence, and you're there. After that, we come across orc and human battle. We partake. We make our way through the world. We meet Kurt, who almost bludgeons Ryan Sinclair, my character, to death.
Right. That's right. With a giant dildo, right?
With a giant dildo to the face.
That's right.
While a dog was shooting my leg and a sword in my stomach. Ryan comes to save me, but alas, sets me on fire.
Sam comes to save you.
Jonathan, aka Sam the Man. Sorry,
Yes.
comes to save me, but sets me on fire. We defeat Kurt and his bunch of ugly little women, and then we make our way through the world. I am going to visit a witch doctor because Sam, aka Sam the Man, is over my shoulder, unconscious, and he speaks to his god. We find there are gods in existence, and we are maybe God's champions. We're not too sure. Sam talks to Loki. Not much, but just a brief chat while I make my way to the doorsteps of my witch doctor woman, which we will see in this episode. And we're all caught up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and I believe that Sam the Man was being brutally stabbed in the behind, and that's why you had to carry him to the witch's cottage, where he was left in a fetal position, curled up on the porch, and then end up glowing and floating. And your character meets the witch, and she's like, "Come inside.
Come inside. Let's discuss."
And there we are.
And we're from there, and here we are. So, should I take it away?
I think so. Quick question though. You know that song "Ebony and Ivory"?
Yes. Hold on, in a long time.
Well, we'd be like ebony and not ivory. What's yellow? Ebony and like, like old plastic. What's yellow? I'm just fucking around. Just fuck around. Let's take it away.
Gold? I don't know. Ebony and gold.
Ebony, ivory. I'm just saying, you might
All
hear
right.
that song in today's podcast.
All right. All right. So, oh, fucking hell. It's,
Oh, wait. Let me go. Okay.
uh,
All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the StoryForge podcast. Episode 4 begins.
I hesitantly stepped through what could only be called the fairy tale shack while Jonington, aka Sam the Man, lay in a fetal position behind me. 1 foot over the threshold, 1 foot hanging back. I looked over my shoulder, unsure if I should leave the whiny git behind. He'd proven useful, and we'd come in this together. And if there's one thing I did was never leave, not quite a friend, but someone who'd entered this shit state with me behind. Do not worry about him, my dear. He, said a beautiful voice that was almost sing-song in essence, will be okay. It is you that need to be worried about yourself. Looking forward, I saw what I can only describe as a woman who 1 minute appeared to be a beautiful angel, light shining behind her eyes, golden locks cascading down her neck. The other minute, she turned and the shadow glimpsed her face, and all I saw was destruction. Skeleton half formed, fire burning in the pits of her eyes. I took a step back, unsure of what to do. Do not be afraid, my dear. You are my champion. And if all goes well, you shall be so much more. Knot of worry still festering in my stomach. I took a deep breath and did what I always did during my life. Jumped 2 feet in the deep end and prayed for the best. Walking over the threshold, I entered into what I once thought was a hovel, but as the door closed behind me, turned into something magical. High vaulted ceilings with chandeliers decorating, little wooden dolls gracing kitchen shelves, more plants than I knew what to do with graced the walls. I turned around in a semicircle, taking it all in. It's beautiful, isn't it? She said. I I lost for words. I didn't know what to make of it. The smell of rose and jasmine and earth was rich in the air. It was almost like I was transported into a forest mixed with a glade. It was refreshing. I took a step forward and stopped as underneath my feet, covered in glass, was a stream. Multicolored fish swam as your hair for another reason. Yes, this is beautiful, she said. But we have much to discuss. Finally looking up, I saw in front of me my destiny. She sat in a throne made of bark and forest flowers. Walking up, I felt only right that I took a knee. I knew before me that this woman could destroy me with a click of her fingers. Taking a knee, I bowed my head and waited. Rise, my son, rise. Slowly lifting my knee up and standing tall, I looked at her fully in the face. Once again, she had turned into a beautiful version of every goddess that I could imagine. One long, delicate limb crossed over the other as she sat perched, poised like a princess, a queen, in fact. Uh, I looked around me before looking back at her. I'm not quite sure you've got the right guy or what I'm doing here. Uh, she held out a hand. It will be all fine. There's two things I need you to know. One, there's a great darkness approaching this world. One called the nothingness. It looks to devour and eat everything in its path. Uh, I don't know what's that. I don't know what that has to do with me, love. If I'm honest, I'm just a pro fighter. I knock people out with my hands, and I take as much money as I can. Anything else is not really my forte. One thing that you can help me with, though, is telling me how I get my ass back home. She smirked, brushing away my comment like it meant nothing. If you do not help me defeat the nothingness, then I'm afraid there will be no home to go back to. Shocked, I took a step back. What do you mean? The nothingness is not only a danger to our world, but yours. The multitude of worlds that make this universe are all in danger from this plague. Mouth going dry, I tried to swallow as a small bit of sweat made its way down my back. And the nothingness is. That is for you to find out. I threw up my hands in anguish. Love, listen. I don't know what you want from me. Give me something, anything. She was quiet for a moment as I could see her thoughts contemplating behind what she wanted to say. There are many of my kind, brothers and sisters, who all call themselves gods, but in fact are just beings who wield more power than most. My lips are sealed to what I can say. All that I can say to you is that each of us, me, and your name would be, many call me Mother, many call me Mother Earth, many call me Gaia or her. I am all things, healer, lover, peace. I looked at her, eyes squinted. You're telling me that you're Mother Nature incarnate? The very same. And if I am your champion, then how come I'm not like poison ivy? Where's this healing ability come from? Mother Nature heals all wounds. Looking confused, I took a moment to contemplate what this meant, and my thoughts went back to Sam and what he was dealing with.
My consciousness, still in its tiny chibi form, floated next to the god or the being that called himself a god, Loki, and watched as my partner, for lack of a better word, disappeared behind the rickety, worn down old door with that disgusting old hag. How anybody could ever go somewhere with anything that looked and smelled like that, a fact that seemed impossible for me since I was unconscious on the ground and staring at my body from a third person perspective. She must have smelled really bad for it to hit me in this dimension. I turned my attention back to Loki and gave him as baleful of a glare as I could in my pudgy, 6-inch tall, toy like form. The action only caused the god to laugh, the sound grating my nerves like nails on a chalkboard. After a moment of his guffawing and slapping his knee and wiping the tears from his eyes, he finally began answering the question I just asked him. As I was saying, Sam, no more of this, John. It's rather confusing, and I'm a god. So, Sam, As I said before, the world you've been summoned to is called Gaia. As a matter of fact, that disgusting, bog looking, week old, rotten, Indian food diaper smelling old woman that your friend just walked into that rundown shack into is the lady herself. She's telling him the same things I'm telling you right now. I'm a god. You're my champion. You've been summoned to fight the nothing. What's the nothing? I don't know how else to explain it to you, pal. It's nothing. Zip, zilch, zero, nada, nothing. Nothing. No sound, no light, no memory, no anything. Nothing exists. What's nothing? The lack of something. Yeah, I understand it's hard for your mortal mind to comprehend such things as philosophically difficult as nothing. But that's what it is. It's the end. And I know that your tiny little brain loves that childish rendition of the multiverse called Marvel. So think of it like that. All of reality is connected into multiple dimensions, and by destroying one, they destroy them all. The nothing literally consumes everything, turning it into nothing. It sounds redundant, but something, nothing, understand? And then you here in the middle between something and nothing. Stop something from turning into nothing. Loki continued with his something, nothing explanation, which began to sound more like who's on first? What? Who's on second? Second? Where? What? Why? The old Abbott and Costello joke falling flat as I couldn't remember it. The questions that kept on coming to me were not being answered by this so called God. I held my little pudgy hand up, stopping him mid tirade. I understand the concept of being summoned to a new world. You're a god, and that lady's named Gaia, and there's some monster, whatever it's called. What I don't understand is why I have to dance and sing like a rockette. What does that have to do with me being born again in some new world? This time, Loki just gave me a smug and more than slightly evil look. After he blinked a few times and his mouth grew wider and wider, I began to dread asking the question. That was just for fun, he said. I blinked in return. Not quite. Did you say for fun? And with a giant shitting grin on his face, he just nodded in return. For fun. You mean I've got to prance and dance and jig and jump and sing because you.
I think you're frozen, brother.
Oh, I think I'm frozen too. You there? You. Hello.
We're back.
I'm frozen.
You're back. You're back. You're back.
What did I stop?
Giant shit eating grin.
Okay,
Just
well
for
let's go.
fun.
Let's go. Giant shit eating grin.
Just for
Just
fun.
for fun. I began.
The power of life.
Yeah, man.
Oh, God.
Okay. Just for fun. Just for fun. Hundreds upon thousands of responses and swears came to my mind, and just as I was about to say something that I couldn't take back to somebody called a god, my body stopped glowing. My consciousness rocketed back downward as if coming from outer space into my body, and the creaking of the front door opened. Opening sounded to my ears.
So, you're telling me, I asked, still confused, that there's more than one God? Mother Earth, her, Gaia, looked at me. Yes, my dear. We're all siblings. There are more than a handful of us, each with her or his own champion. Simply tasked, each champion has to defeat the nothingness. What? Wait. Why can't we team up? She smirked. You can. But you shall find that some champions are not as trustworthy as you and your friend Sam. Some champions will do anything that they can to deceive, stab you in the back, kill you, take everything that you have, and leave you hanging from a tree. They are the reason their gods chose them. Some of my brothers and sisters are not as merciful as I. Some of them seek death and destruction simply for their own pleasure. Some of them want the nothingness to succeed. Why, you may ask? Because it pleases them. Some of them just love destruction. It is what they're born to do. Confusion clouded my mind as I tried to make sense of what she was saying. That why would anyone want nothing? Why would anyone tattoo their face? Why would anyone jump in a burning bush? Why would anyone want a woman with 6-inch heels to stamp on their balls? Because birds swim and fish fly. Let's try that again. Fish swim and birds fly. It is the reason why it is. I couldn't dispute her claim. Some people were just batshit crazy. Crazy is as crazy does. So, these champions, I said, can you tell me more about them? How many there are? What will I know? What will there be to distinguish them from the general population? How will I know who they are when I see them? She smiled. You'll know them by the simple fact when you meet one, something deep inside you will echo. Some sort of sixth sense, much like deja vu, when you've been to somewhere or met someone before, almost like meeting someone new for the first time, but you've met before in many lifetimes ago. You will just know. I scratched my head at the lackluster explanation. All right, so let me get this straight. Me and Sam.
Hold on, let's just pause for a second. I've got a lag.
Have you?
Do you have a lag for me?
No, you're all good.
What happens if I refresh this page?
I think the stream fucks up.
Oh, okay, because like I got like a few second lag. Like we're not in real time right now. Let me try something.
You go on.
Hello?
Hello? Is that better?
Nah,
Is that better?
still a lag there for
Laggy.
me. It's probably. I wonder if it's my internet.
It might be. You
Yeah.
seem fine.
You're like a couple seconds.
You want to kill going?
I think I want to still go, but
All right, let's go.
I feel like refreshing the page and see if that helps. I don't know.
All right, refresh,
Or-
refresh.
Should we just give it a shot or
Give it a shot. Fuck it.
All right, here we go. Refresh.
There we go. And while we wait, this is the most chaotic stream fucking yet. We'll wait for our co-host Gabriel to come back.
Hello.
And there he is.
Hey, I can't see you.
Hello.
Though.
Is it all good now?
Well, I can't see you. There you are.
All good? Better?
No, we just got a lag. It's probably me. Maybe my internet's just lagging here.
Okay.
Because it's 2:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday.
That might be there. Yeah.
But let's just do it. It will be laggy, and we'll figure. I'm gonna order better internet. Anyway, let's just keep going.
All right.
All right. Sorry to interrupt your thing. Get your train of thought going. I'm gonna do a 1 second thing to get you. Then I'll point to you. Okay.
All right. Go.
The door creaked open. As I rocketed down into my consciousness, my body stopped glowing, and the minute I felt myself back in my normal form.
So you were saying, let me get this straight. They're gods. You won't tell me how many or who they are. That's correct, my dear. Each of them her champion. Right, you are. And each champion is tasked with the task of defeating the nothingness. Well, there we go. Each champion is tasked, yes, with the task of defeating the nothingness. Some, though, are chosen by their gods not to do so, to stop those who would wish to combat evil, just because they want nothing but destruction. Oh, this is gonna get so confusing. I scratched my head. Okay, okay. Gods, champions, defeat nothingness. Got it. Before I go though, could you tell me why I heal and my partner sings like a bellend every time he casts a fireball? What, if anything? I can't tell you the reason behind Sam's god's decisions. He is a most mischievous god. One of the tricksters, should we say, of the family. The black sheep. His reasons are his reasons alone, my dear. Why I chose you to be my champion is because although you were a fighter, you once wanted to be something more. You once wanted to help people. You wanted to heal people. You wanted to be a bringer of light into this world. But like as all things, you found that the fast, easy money was kicking someone's head in. Am I right? I bit my tongue as visions of a past flooded my mind. I remember that day. 16, sitting for my exams, thinking of a bright future. How I wanted to become a doctor. How I wanted to help people, heal people. Not by just using Western medicine, but by using herbal, by meditation, by fitness, by showing people that there was a better way to do things, that they didn't have to take 5 painkillers and 6 antidepressants, that they could move, enjoy just the outdoors, enjoy being themselves. I remember sitting in that exam hall, passing my tests, and then seeing Daniel Wilhelm, that dickhead from Germany, the blonde ponytail, the glasses. Oh, just just a prick, all around prick. And there he was harassing someone else. Young Tilly, quiet, beautiful young Tilly. The book nerd goth girl before the book nerd goth girl was cool. He again was sitting behind her, kicking her chair, causing her, I know, to flunk her test. And it just, something just ate inside me and I couldn't take it anymore. And before I knew it, I'd stood up, taken my pencil case, walked behind him, and slapped him behind the head with it. Chaos erupted in the examination hall. Fists flew, and this rage took over me. I was angry. Angry at family walking out. Angry at never being enough. Just angry. Angry at the world, bullies. And then the red mist cleared, and laying down at my feet was Daniel, blood, nose broken, blood pouring from his mouth. And it just, one thing happened after the next, like the shutters of a camera clicking and flashing. Me standing from the principal's office, me being kicked out of school, me being kicked out of home, me trying to find anything to do to feed myself. An older man, well, an older teenager taking me under his wing, showing me that there was ways to make money, easy ways to make money. And before I knew it, I was running drugs, and before I knew it, then I was a debt collector, and I was good at it, good at beating people, good at getting them to do what I wanted to do, just by being stronger, faster, more vicious. One thing led to the next, and before I knew it, I was in fighting on the ground for more money than I knew what to do with, and the lifelong vision of helping people just faded away into distance. And now I look into the mirror at my younger self, and this vision of who I used to be, I just, a tear trickled out my eye, which I hurriedly wiped away as she smiled up at me. That person you once were, she said, and that is now standing in front of me. Heavy, 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 heavy. I tried to talk, but is there anything else, I said, finally finding my voice, that you can tell me about my powers and what to do? I just need something, anything. I need to get back. I've got a daughter. I've got, well, that bitch of an ex-wife can rot in hell for all I care. But I just need to get back. She smiled. There's one thing that you need to do. If you want to learn more about your powers, then seek out the monk. He will help you. He will guide you along the way. And where do I find him? I ask. Where all monks reside, she said, in a forest, meditating. And Sam, that path, I'm afraid, will be up to him and his God. I only care about you. I nodded. Turning away, I walked towards the door and opened it. Looking back, there was nothing. Nothing but a derelict, rotten wooden shack. The chandeliers had gone, the woman had disappeared, holes were now in the roof, and a crow just rested on what was once a throne. Weeds and vines had taken over it. I looked about and I felt a chill pass from my soul as I backstepped and almost stepped over Sam, who...
Right as I watched the door open and Ryan step out, a voice echoed in my mind. Oh, yeah, you're a sorcerer, by the way, and you're welcome for the gift. I scoffed. I knew that I was a sorcerer. That's just saying somebody does magic without knowing how they do it. But as I finished scoffing and staring at Ryan, as I stared at Ryan, the door disappeared behind him, as did the shack, and in its place, an old rotting throne sat in the where the building had once stood. What in the actual fuck? I said out loud as I got up from my fetal position, immediately knowing something was wrong by the sound of my voice. I had never had what one would call a deep baritone, but at 35 years of age, I did not sound like a 7-year-old girl. But as words left my mouth and came to my ears, the only thing I could think of was, why do I sound like a pretty, pretty little princess? I looked down at my hands and feet and body and realized I was a little fucking boy. Wait a minute. I breathed a sigh of relief. At least I was a boy. For a minute there, I thought that little son of a bitch Loki had transformed me into a little chica. Judging by the color of my skin and the long dark hair that fell in front of my... I'm not even going to think about that. All right. Hey, Ryan, I shouted in my. What is before preteen? In my.
What the fuck happened to you?
What the fuck happened to me? What the fuck happened to me? Yeah, you turn 19 and turn into some fucking Greek god, and I turn into a 7-year-old little boy. What in the actual fuck? And not only that, my voice.
Listen, I am not traveling with a 7-year-old kid before they call me Diddy Booty Johnson. I am not doing it.
Shut the fuck up, goddamn pedophile. Nobody, you know I'm not a 7-year-old boy. Besides, this is all your. A voice came from the back of my mind again, and I recognized it as Loki's shitty Nordic scorpidorpidorpy smorgasbord tone, telling me, oh, by the way, you need to head to the monks' retreat. It's on the peak of Mount Doom, Mount UCF, which means Mount You Can't Finish, in a hidden forest directly at the peak. You should probably let your companion know that. Loki's voice disappeared in mocking laughter as my rage just continued to boil inside my 4.5-foot frame. Each time I thought about what had just happened to me, the anger coming out in pips and squeaks from my little voice. All right, okay, this is unacceptable. We're gonna have to.
Listen, dude, like, I can't. You, I'm, I'm not looking after you. One backhand and you're over. Like, how in the. Oh, this is a disaster.
Just start walking. Just start walking. I have to go meet a monk. Just follow me. And I spun on my heels and began stalking away. After a few seconds of walking, I realized that my stride was half as, again, as long as it had been, and my tiny little legs.
I'm not carrying you. I am not carrying you. Walk
Please,
faster, you little shits.
please, please.
No,
And
no, not
an
a
hour,
chance in hell.
a half hour later, I was sitting on Ryan's shoulders, not quite as pissed off as I was earlier that day. For one thing, while it sucked being a little kid again, at least I knew magic. And even though my newly acquired mount grumbled the entire way, saying things like pipsqueak, not a pedo, booty butt, little boy, get your penis off me, things such that nature, I was still able to concentrate enough to figure out how to use my new magical abilities in a little bit more of a concentrated way. I found that if I hummed a tune as opposed to singing one, the effect of the magic was much less. Then if I sung, the magic ability was much higher. And then if dancing or pantomime was added, it was even increased further. Every experiment I did seemed to turn back to whatever song I chose to sing provided me with whatever song's focus was types of magic. For example, earlier I had sung Fire by whoever sings that song. Nobody knows. Nobody knows who the singers are. They just know the song. And a fireball had appeared in my hand. Then, when I had sung whatever other song I sang, the magic ability had shot fireballs out of my asshole. I don't know, but so on. I decided to sit in contemplation on the shoulders of the giant prize fighter and figure out more about my abilities.
Dude, this is some bullshit. I'm telling you right now, this is some bullshit. We have to defeat the nothingness. We have to do it because there are other champions, aka people like us, trying to either one, do it as well to claim whatever bullshit prize this is, or two, try and defeat us. Now, I am quite happy knowing that I, in my 19-year-old body, my healing ability, like Wolverine mixed with Deadpool, can handle myself. You, my friend, reach up to my fucking kneecaps. I can punt you across this field right now, and you can do actually jack shit about it.
Were you saying? I got this idea. Ebony and ivory, living in perfect. I kept singing for a moment, and the sparkles started to appear from my childlike body, covering myself and then my newly acquired mount. And suddenly I could feel the energy infusing both of us, and his stride started to quicken and lengthen, and his pace picked up. The world started to fly by underneath our feet as if we were on an actual horse or in a car.
As I begrudgingly quickened my pace, I realized that my lungs and my legs could run like a horse. I wasn't out of breath. It was beautiful. I hated to admit it, but as we ate the miles up and I ran away with this little boy like my name was on the Epstein files, I kept on just sprinting and sprinting and sprinting. The world around us was something beautiful to behold. We passed through forest with, I swear to God, there were unicorns in there. We kept on going through ravines and meadows that remind me of an English spring. In the distance, we saw mountains capped with snow. Every so often, there was a roar that sounded alien to my ears. It was part beast, part dog, part canine. It was terrifying. And whatever that was, I did not want to come across. I came to a stop and looked at the vast green lush forest in front of us. Behind us was grassland and moorland. Ahead of us, trees as far as the eye could see. It reminded me of some bullshit forest in the US.
My friend and mount, Ryan Sinclair, slowed his sprinting run as we approached a forest. Hey, Jimmy Savile, slow it down for a second. He came to a skidding stop right at the entrance to the trees, and we stood there, both trying to take in the looming darkness in front of us. Loki had told me that the monk was atop a giant mountain in a forested glade. Well, here was a forest, and there behind this forest was a gigantic mountain, so big that it made this huge forest look small. Well, you ready for this?
Not really. Not really. Not if I've got to carry your little ass all the way up there. Ah, what do you think? Go.
Hey, I have an idea. Hold on. I hopped off Ryan's shoulders, holding on to his arm as a handle, and dropped to the ground. Quickly dusting myself off. Am I frozen again?
No, you're good. Good.
Okay. Okay. Uh, Dusted my little clothes off and adjusted my non existent package, then stepped up to the entrance of the forest. An idea had been weaving through my mind during the impressive sprint by my companion, and I decided to try something. Wouldn't it? Wait. Oh, life would be a trip Ba 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 something something something. If only I could be a fish. And I sung this Jimmy Durante song over and over again until I got to the bird line. And as I sung, fuck, I should have had these lyrics ready. And as I sung, birds of a feather flocked together, my body began to shape and twist and turn and glow, and slowly it began to shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink until eventually, when I blinked my eyes open and tried to speak, the only thing that came out was a caw caw. I looked around and saw that I worked. I was in the form of a tiny pink and yellow parakeet.
Well, what? Uh, you can fly. I still need to walk. How does this help me? Sam just quacked and quacked my way. And you can't even talk, can you? What a prick. Looking at him, I allowed him to fly into the distance. And I did what I could only do, was follow. He flew as the parakeet flew. And I kept on following deeper into the forest as miles and miles disappeared beneath my feet. I thought about where we were and what we had to do. It was a daunting task. Not only did I, a 19-year-old man with healing abilities, and a little boy who could sing and dance, had to defeat something that was universe destroying, called the nothingness. We had to do it just by ourselves, with others like us looking to destroy us, kill us along the way. Not only that, but a roar echoed through the landscape. I stopped, looking left to right. What the? I looked up to see Sam, who was still flying straight. Shit. I sensed something chasing, something following. It sounded big. Another roar in the distance. I don't think. Head down, sprinting, I took off, running for everything I had. As the leaves and trees passed me,
I'd taken off in my new tiny bird form and shot into the forest trees. It took me a few minutes to figure out how to flap my wings correctly and use the aerodynamics to my advantage. But ever since I had been a child and seen Sword in the stone, I'd always wanted to be a bird and fly like one. And now was my chance. I flittered in and out the treetops, down through the branches, this way and that, enjoying the absolute freedom of being able to fly. And that was when shit turned sideways. I was gliding upside down, doing a reverse barrel roll, when a roar sounded out so loud and so terrifying that every one of my feathers shot, stood on end, and I puffed up like an owl. My back flying back upside down maneuver halted mid enjoyment as I lost control of my wings and started plummeting to the ground. I got control of myself a second later as another roar sounded out from the forest, and I spun around as fast as my little parakeet feathers could let me and rocketed back towards my friend and hopeful protector, Ryan Sinclair. The roars followed me as I shot through the darkened wood, only to see my companion coming directly my way. Roars now sounding out from behind him. Oh shit, I said, the words coming out as tweet, 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 tweet.
I kept on running, kept on moving. I didn't want to face whatever the fuck was there. As the minutes went past and the hours, and I ate the hours up one after the next, the roar and whatever was chasing me still kept coming. I needed to get to a vantage point. I needed to see what the fuck I was dealing with. A ridge above me gave me the opportunity. Running, leaping, and climbing. I clambered up, hands scraping and bleeding, and reforming and healing as quickly as it happened until I looked out into the forest floor below and saw, to my horror, what could only be described as, was that? No. Was that? Is that fucking Bigfoot? Unbelievably, something hairy and ape-like beat its chest and roared in anger. Keen eyes as long as my finger, with saliva dangling down it, greeted me. What the
I caught up with Ryan and immediately began circling around him as he sprinted away, turned directions, and kept sprinting away from the roaring monsters. The two of us fled in panic until he found a ridgeline, which he sprinted up impressively for somebody without any climbing gear, shoes, or gloves at all. And in moments, we were standing atop the ridgeline with rock to our back, facing out on the forest as the roars closed in. I could hear Ryan. The moment the monsters appeared, Ryan's voice sounded out saying,
Bigfoot. Fucking Bigfoot.
the tweet in my
Is.
Oh, I thought you were going to get the tweet. The tweet in my bird throat choked off as the monsters emerged and the magic stopped. The magic I was performing stopped working, and I began to glow, immediately turning back into my child self. The word Sasquatch coming out of me as I shifted. Ryan
No,
looked down and
no
said,
shit, Sherlock. Let's fucking haul ass.
now, in my childlike form, I was not as mobile as my bird one, and I could sense that my magic ability was not there any longer. Whatever it was, mana, spirit, however, whatever energy it was that fueled this ability, Loki hadn't told me, I could tell was gone. Ryan was running again. This time, without the aid of my magic, he was just a normal sprinter. But to my 7-year-old body, that sprinting could have been the difference between Roger Bannister and Babe Ruth.
I ran, sprinting, hauling ass, until I heard a little pipsqueak's voice behind me.
You wait for me, motherfucker! I screamed in my 7-year-old voice.
Shit! The little fuck! Turning around like I was the world's fastest pedophile, I rushed back towards. I rushed back towards Sam, no longer the bad, and picked him up, scooping him up in a child predator's fucking embrace. I slung him over my shoulder and booked it. We kept on running now that the Yeti, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever had heard us, caught our scent. We could hear the crashing of the trees behind us as it came full pelt. I looked over my shoulder and saw that the thing was a good 12 foot tall with a massive shlong swinging between its legs.
Ryan had me tossed over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes, and I watched behind us, my face dropping and growing even more white in dread as I saw the monsters appear from the wood, exploding out in giant gouts of exploding leaves and broken trees. And then the most horrifying sight of all, their third tree limb swinging around like an air propeller as they chased us, their faces, which once a moment earlier had me fearing for my life, now had me fearing for something much, much worse. The words tried to leave my mouth. I opened my mouth open and closed like a fish, trying to get Ryan's attention as he ran nonstop, just tapping him on the shoulder, tapping him, trying to form the words, saying, Ryan, they're gonna fuck.
Yes, I fucking know. Let us go. Let us go.
Faster, 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 faster.
Yes, I know. Not today. Not today. No one's destroying my virgin hole. Not today.
I urged my friend on. We hit the side of the cliff and he didn't stop. His hands and feet racing up the side like a billy goat. The words coming out of his mouth, the mantra, not my asshole, not my asshole, not my asshole, not my asshole, virgin asshole, virgin asshole. I wanted to say something. I wanted to say anything, but all I could think of was 7-year-old, 7 years old, 7 years old. I don't even have an asshole. I watched the Yeti, Bigfoot, Sasquatch hit the bottom of the cliff below us as Ryan kept climbing, his hands and feet moving as if he knew every crevice and ledge, his words never stopping.
Not my arsehole. Not to fucking day.
Boom! The cliff wall shook. Boom! The cliff wall shook as giant rocks crashed into it from another grouping of Yeti that we hadn't even noticed.
What the fuck? This is not gonna be a gang fuck. This is not gonna be shit. What's that?
Bukkake? I don't know.
No, this is not gonna be
Bang bang.
body
Gang
blue. We're not gonna be body blue. Fuck that. Let us go. Go. As I climb the wall, each hand ripping and tearing from the sharp rocks that cut into it. I didn't give a fuck. This was something I never imagined. Being fucked to death by some horny male Sasquatches. I knew there were books on the Amazon Top 100 describing this very scene, but for once, this wasn't going to be their day. Wasn't going to be Forbidden Planet. Wasn't going to be Made Love by Sasquatch. I was going to fight and bite as many dicks off as I could before.
Ryan climbed up that cliff wall nonstop, his words not stopping, not tiring, my eyes wide in fear as the monsters hit the wall below us and started climbing. Their 12-foot tall bodies and lanky limbs pulling them up faster and faster, making Ryan seem like he was moving in slow motion. I watched them gain on us, closer and closer, their gigantic schlongs somehow peering in between their bodies and the cliff wall like they had monsters of their own. And then suddenly, before I knew it, Ryan hit the tip of the cliff and instead of climbing over it like you would expect, pulled us up and shot up 5 feet in the air as he leaped up over it, landing with me on his shoulder and kept running. Not my asshole, not my asshole.
My legs screamed in agony. My lungs felt like they were looking to burst. I couldn't take it. I could not take it. They were not my arsehole. The words were like a mantra as I kept on running. Weary, beaten, broken. I knew that if I stopped, there was nothing. Shit! A foot caught in a ledge, in an unseen rock as I stumbled forward, sprawling on all fours, bent over.
Ryan took off. I thought we were going to make it. And then disaster struck. His foot hit a rock, stopping it mid as he planted his soul on the ground, causing us to trip. I launched from his shoulder, flying 10 feet to the side. Ryan kept going, turning his sprinting run into a rolling, crashing disaster. Yet, I had my own problems as my body flew through the air, hitting a tree with the force of car wrecking into a wall. I felt the air blast from my lungs and the bones in my side and rib cage and back crack, and I slid slowly to the bottom of the tree. As luck would have it, with my back against the tree upside down and my eyes open, able to watch the first of the giant cock monsters come over the ledge. And just as I prepared myself to kiss my virgin asshole goodbye, as my friend Ryan liked to say, a voice sounded out from above me. I take it you aren't a big fan of Changa, little boy.
Bent over on all fours, I looked over my shoulder in horror as veiny cocks looked to descend upon me. And I think that's a perfect way to end.
End of episode 4. StoryForge podcast. Shit,
That's
dude.
a perfect way to end. I think that's the first story I've ended with veiny cocks descending upon me. But here you go.
I wasn't gonna go big cock, but then when you said it, I was like, well, we're gonna go all in now.
Let's go all in. I thought, fuck it. Let's go.
We're gonna go all in. We're gonna go all in. Fuck it. That was fun, man. That
was fun.
Cool. I liked it.
A moment of inspiration.
Yeah. That was good. Have you heard that joke, Changa? Death by Changa?
No, I'm not.
Death by Snoo Snoo?
I've heard Death by Snoo Snoo.
Same thing.
Yeah,
same
okay.
thing. Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. That was smooth as fuck. I know we had a bit of internet connection.
The internet thing's a pain in the ass.
But yeah, I'm getting faster internet Tuesday. Yeah.
Me too. I'm gonna call them this week. I gotta call them because they've been double billing me. So.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, they've been fucking double billing me as well. So.
They're gonna get credit back. Credit back.
Credit back. And a lovely woman from India tried to con me out of 30 more quid than I needed to pay. So yeah, I've drastically cut my bill down.
Yeah, there's a lot of Indians.
There's
just a lot of them. That's just a statement. It's just a true statement. This is not a bad statement. It's just a true statement. There are a lot of Indians. Stop. Full stop. Full stop.
On that note, again, I keep having to remind everyone: all jokes, or love, or just two fucking idiots talking and trying to work a story on the fly. I think we're getting better at it. Yeah,
I agree, man. I agree. I think we are too.
Yeah, if you know anyone who'd like to listen to us chat along for whatever, we're here for a good time and a long time as well. We're not going anywhere. We wanted to see how this works. We're both enjoying it. We think this is going to be something epic and special.
100%.
When it gets in the zeitgeist. For people, this, I just want to say, this hang is for people like us, people who like Tropic Thunder, Old School, Talladega Nights, Borat, any anime, anything fucking stupid that your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend just roll their eyes at, like, what the fuck? This is for you. We're here for you.
Anything you enjoy that's fucking whatever. That, only thing is, like, just don't be a dick and have fun. This is just for us to have fun and talk about shit,
and talk about shit and big dicks.
Hey, man. You can only talk about a big dick if you got one.
That is true, my brother.
No, man. That went so good. That was so good,
That's
except
good.
for the internet, but it was good. I think we're getting a better flow, and also like this whole up until January, man. For me, this is we're just working shit out. Come January, I plan on doing we talked about it. Do the Spotify launch, do it on Rumble, do it on X, everywhere, do it all. And by that time, 4 months from now, we'll be like, we'll have it figured out. Yeah, exactly.
Smooth as fuck. Yeah. Exactly. So this was we normally do it every Tuesday, but this was a special one.
We'll be here Tuesday too. We'll be here next Tuesday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard.
Yep, we'll be here Tuesday. This was just a fun one. The goal is to try and do as many as we can in a week. But Tuesday is always going to be our dedicated time. So yeah, you've only got another 2 days to wait, and we've got another one out. This was fun. This was really fun. Anything in the chat? Anything at all?
Let us take a look. I don't think so. Comments? Nope.
No. It's fucking depressing.
Let me pull up. Can you hear that music?
No.
Can now.
There we go.
Let me put on. Let me see. We'll go to Twitch
Anything in the chat
and
at
see
all?
if anybody's watching. I think the lag is really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think we had anybody watching.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now, but I can go to Kick real quick and check that out.
Yeah. Before,
we,
as Gabe does that, we are now on social media. So we're on TikTok and Instagram. I don't think we've posted anything on TikTok yet. But follow us on TikTok, Instagram. We will be on Facebook shortly. But yeah, follow us. Give us a like and everything else. We'll be dropping shorts, little clippets, as you will shortly. So yeah, we're trying to make this as professional as we can, as well as having
eventually.
fun. Anything in Kick?
We had a new subscriber, so that's cool.
Another one.
Yeah, but nobody watching live. I think it's really hard to watch live with our internet being
So
the way it
didn't
is.
we have a new subscriber last time as well?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, man. I think by Christmas, by January, it'll be a lot of people will be more professional, be a lot,
Cool.
But until then, it's still just fucking. I'm loving the shit out of it, man. This is fun.
I'm loving shit. I don't want it to be too professional. I like the fucking chaos.
No, I like it's just a hangout.
It's the hang. I like the hang. I do like the hang.
As I say during my streams, I'm a writer who's streaming, not a streamer who writes. I'm a writer who's author who's podcasting, not a podcaster who writes books.
Yeah. That's
but
our books a lot. I was going to say better. That's not English. Our books are a lot.
Dom's books is a lot gooder than the podcast.
This is just fun. I can see I'm in a fucking kimono, just wearing underwear. This is what professionally I fucking take this. But our books, trust me, both mine and Gabe's books, bangers. If you like fantasy, if you like time travel shit, check Gabe's books out. They're fucking great and amazing. If you
like sci-fi military fantasy that's like Fast and Furious, in space, then you want to check out your shit. And your books are so fucking long. There's so much content. So if you want to get into
thank you. But I was gonna say also, if you want to learn how to cook some shit as well, Gabe's books. It made me hungry. Only book I can say that I've read that's made me fucking hungry.
Funny.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, just excellent.
Let's give out social media and shit.
Go on, you go.
Get out of here. Okay. Gabriel Rathweg. Find me on Amazon. G Rathweg. Rathweg. From Chef to Crafter to Conqueror. I am Gamer. Follow me on social media. All the social medias. Don't follow me on X unless you want to be unless you want to feel bad about yourself. I say some horrible stuff on X. So if you want to watch me say some horrible shit on X, go for it. If you want to follow us on Instagram, go ahead. I send horrible shit on Instagram too. Lots of dead people dying, lots of like sexist stuff. So whatever you feel like, hearing horrible on Instagram and X, just follow me there. But yeah, super excited. Tuesday, this next podcast. Finish my next book. Finish Mercenary Reincarnated as a Chef 3 tomorrow. And then I'll probably start a new book Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday. We'll see. Page 1 from start to finish as I stream. So that's me.
Cool. Follow me on Dominique Mondesir on all fucking platforms. Dominique Mondesir on Facebook, Instagram, and writer at Dominique Mondesir TikTok. I think just put Dominique Mondesir everywhere. You'll find me also on Amazon, Dominique Mondesir. My best-selling series, Junkyard Dogs, is complete out on Audible. I can't speak today. On audio, on paperback, ebook, and I have 2 books coming out soon: Echoes of a Lone Wolf and Destroyer of Gods. Bangers, and I'll be streaming my I was gonna say my new book. I'll be streaming the last book the next book in Destroyer of Gods. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, when I figure out everything I need to do, because I'm an old man at heart. And that's me, folks. I love this. I fucking love this time spending
Me too,
with Gabe
man.
and just chatting shit.
Bro,
I
it's
love
so
it.
nice. It's so nice to have like something that we could do that like other people can't be like, hey, get to work. Like, we are working.
You're working.
We are working, you
We're
know?
working. It's
Yeah.
a hang. It's a work.
Yeah. You want to
It's a
get out of
work.
here? Want to say goodbye?
Yes. How long have we run for today? 120,
An hour,
115?
hour 15.
Cool. All right.
Recorded hour 15. Talking,
Cool.
shit, hour 20-ish.
All right,
Hour
cool,
30-ish.
cool. All right, I think that is it, my friend. I'm gonna have something to eat and watch something. You know what? I'm in. Before I go, I'm really into foreign films, French, anything. At the moment, the English Hollywood sucks. Hollywood sucks. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna say. Before I'm called any more slurs.
Before
today.
you go, I heard about. I think there's a cultivation show on
Really?
YouTube, and I was seeing somebody tell
What?
cultivation. What is it called? The cultivator. What was it called? Cultivator show. Shit, I saw it the other day. And it said that's the best. Like, it's like it's a live action.
Oh, cultivate a show.
Yeah, cultivation, like live action, cultivation show. Oh, maybe it's here.
Go on, shut you.
No, that is that it?
Remember, I'm
Dominator
dyslexic.
of Martians. I gotta find the name of it, but I saw
find
it
and send it to me. I'll watch it today.
Yeah. It's I saw somebody talk about it on Facebook, and they said it's the best cultivation series they've ever seen. They don't do it the best, so I'll find out and let you know.
Send it and send it to me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. What have you got planned for us today?
I think I'm done for the day. I gotta just chill out. Maybe this is it. Oh, maybe this is it. Wait, I think I might have found it.
God, what's it called?
Eternal, maybe?
Huh?
No, wait. I'll find it. I don't want to give you the wrong one. I'll find it next time. But
fine.
Yeah, I don't got much going on, man. I'm done for the day. It's 3:30 here, and I've done my writing and now this podcast, and I'm done. And we start tomorrow. Just enjoy the rest of my day.
Yeah.
You? Well, you doing? You're gonna eat. You're gonna chill.
Yeah, it's 8:30 here, so I'm just gonna eat, watch a movie, and just chill, my friend. But yeah, I think we're done.
All right. Well, I'm gonna end the stream. We'll talk to everybody later, brother.
Yes.
Deuces.
Deuces.